So do you have an example of something that was rolled out and that the teachers aren't happy with that, of them having to deal with that at this point? Do you have an example of that?
Yeah, I have a couple, but the first one, so initially when Canvas was rolled out, which was about 5 years ago, teachers didn't buy into that. It wasn't something that they didn't feel that they needed. They weren't really paying attention to it. And really in the last, maybe just recently, probably 30 to 40% of the teachers were really engaged in Canvas and learning how to do it. Now, everybody knows how to use Canvas, but it was, they didn't see the value and why we needed an online platform within the classroom. And there were trainings and stuff, but teachers weren't really taking advantage of those trainings. And so Canvas may not be the best platform, and no one really did a survey or said to teachers, how do you feel about this? Because there's Blackboard, there's, Pinnacle. Well, Pinnacle rolls into Canvas, but there's other types of programs, and no one really asked us what we would like to see used as the platform for doing virtual learning and rolling it into Pinnacle. It just kind of came out as Canvas, and because no one knew what it was, there was really low buy-in until we didn't have a choice in March, and everybody had to jump in on that. And the teachers, it takes them a little while to get the groove of new technology.
So when it came out 5 years ago, there was no mandatory training for the teachers to learn how to use it?
No.
And I think I saw an example of something similar. I know, like, because I have a daughter that's in the ESC program, and when everyone had to go online, it was like, there's like, oh, just come in and say hi, and then, if you need us during these 3 hours, give us a call. And I was like, that's not gonna work. I have a child with special needs. She can't work independently. It was difficult to navigate. Once you figure it out, it gets easier, but it's not. I didn't find it extremely user friendly in the beginning. I have some familiarity with it because I did a graduate program where that's the platform that we use. And I heard you mention Blackboard, and I also teach. I teach at Miami-Dade College, and Blackboard is what we use. And if I had a choice between the two, I would have preferred Blackboard too if someone had an option. But I noticed that there was an issue with some of the teachers not being as familiar as they should be with the Canvas when we all had to lock down and go online. But hopefully that got improved just because they had to use it. And for the parents that are going to decide to stay fully online in the fall, they'll get a better academic experience with Canvas if that's what they choose to keep moving forward.
Yeah, but there's still not mandatory trainings for Canvas. I mean, if teachers want to go, they have like live, or they like pre-recorded trainings, and you can do that. There's 2 trainings for Canvas in the summer, but I think it's limited to maybe 30, 40 teachers, and it's full. So the idea that all of those teachers who struggled, that they're getting this great training over the summer, is unfortunately not really the truth. And they want it. It's not that they don't want it. They do want to do a better job if that's how we're going to go next year. But it's not as it's being presented.
Okay.